Okay, good week or good morning, afternoon, guys. This is the lesson for week 2. So remember, you can either listen to the narration or you can just pause it after each slide so that you can read carefully. That's one thing I recommend you always do, is read all of the instructions carefully. So we are starting ecology this week. The objective is predicting the impact of individuals on environmental systems, examining how human lifestyles affect sustainability, and discuss the need for adequate monitoring of environmental parameters when making policy decisions. This is going to be what we're kind of covering for the rest of the unit, as well as specific ecology topics. One announcement first. Attendance only needs to be recorded once a week from now on, so you're not going to get a daily attendance assignment. And I will give you guys 5 points extra credit for completing the weekly attendance quiz. That means you have from Monday to Friday to record that you are checking EDSB. All right, first assignment for this week. I want you to read the ecology unit project instructions, which are posted on the next slides. It's also attached as a Word document. And you're going to choose a conservation/environmental challenge topic as your own personal topic to research. Here are the initial instructions. So, introduction. The objective of this project is to learn ecological concepts by investigating a conservation challenge, CC, affected by your generation. As you grow into adults, you will be asked to become knowledgeable about and vote on policies that will directly affect you, your families, and the world. Imagine that you must present a report/story to educate the public on something that you are passionate about. I am hoping that by sharing the research gathered by yourself and your peers, you will learn that you are not simply an individual high school student living in Tampa, Florida, but you're a contributing member of society and can impact changes to make the world a better place, if you want to. Over the next 3 to 4 weeks, you will be given a series of tasks that will all be tied to the conservation challenge topic that you choose to research. So make this something that you're interested in. Continuing instructions. Each task will be based on a main ecological concept. It's up to you to determine and explain the connection between the concepts and your conservation challenge. So here are some suggestions for the whole unit. Write all of your assignments in your science journal or notebook, whatever you're keeping, or if you're doing it on your computers, keep a digital file of everything. Stay up to date. Don't procrastinate. That's a rhyme. Make sure you write a title and a date on each task that you do, each assignment. Each student's going to be doing something different, so I shouldn't see any copying from other students' work. Always put information in your own words. Don't plagiarize. So that means other people's work or the internet. Don't use words that you don't know the meaning of. If it's a complex word and you can't define it in your own words, then don't use it. Find some simpler terms. Make sure they're the terms that are related to what we're doing, though. Give specific and detailed information and examples. Don't be general. I need to know that you are learning something by the research that you are doing. Please don't just use what you hear other people say or what you think is the correct answers. You need to be researching. Keep a bibliography, a running list of sources, whether it's internet web pages, books, scientific papers, journals, magazines, newspaper articles, and those can be online too. Videos that you watch on YouTube, or information out of your textbook. Of all the resources you use, your resources must be up to date. In other words, recent, no more than 5 to 10 years old. And yeah, 10 years seems like a long time, but when you're doing research, when scientists are doing research, sometimes it needs to be done more than once, and you need to have a long-term study in order to figure out what's actually happening in your research. You don't want to give a whole lot of credence to something that was done very quickly by one person. And your information must be based on science. Don't just get sensational articles. Most importantly, read the directions carefully. I already said that. And once you have read the directions, then ask questions. This is a list of topics that you may research. It's not everything that is out there, but there's quite a few different things. So once you have decided which one you want to do, and you may need to go back to this list multiple times, you need to post it to Edsby. That's on the next slide. So I'll give you a few minutes to look at this list. Okay, number 2, once you've chosen what you want to research, as I said, you're going to post this under this assignment in the message feed so that I can approve it. Everyone should be researching something different. So if somebody picks the one that you want to do before you pick it, they get it, not you. Okay, so third thing you're going to do is begin your initial research. So begin researching, reading, watching videos about your conservation issue. Record your notes and the resources, websites, books. This is your bibliography that you're going to be using or that you use in your journal. Be sure to fully explain what your conservation challenge is about. You are becoming an expert on this issue. Over the next 3 to 4 weeks, we will investigate how your conservation challenge relates to the general ecology terms and concepts that you'll be learning either from your textbook or the PowerPoints. As we work through the ecology, learn the concepts and vocabulary, I want you to think about how those relate to your conservation challenge. For example, what are the different populations that are affected by your conservation challenge? Or what are the different ecosystems? Or is there a biome where this mostly occurs in? Things like that. All right, each week I'm going to give you a new research question so you're not overwhelmed by too many questions all at once. So this week's question is, describe the what, why, when, who, where, why, whoa, of your conservation challenge. For example, these are things you can be looking up. What is the problem that is causing your conservation challenge? Or what is the problem that your conservation challenge causes? Is it caused or made worse by humans, other species, nature, all of the above? Explain. B, when did this conservation challenge start, or when was it first noticed by scientists? C, where does your conservation challenge mainly occur geographically? Is it in one part of the world? Is it in a certain country? Is it mostly in certain ecosystems or biomes? Is it a global problem? We want to know where. And then D, if you can think of any other who, what, why, where, and how information, put that there, or if you find more information. Next, you're going to define key terms, which are listed on the next slide, using either the PowerPoint that's posted, Principles of Ecology, or Chapter 2 in your textbook, pages 22 to 40. I want you to, besides defining, use each term in a sentence and underline the term to show you understand the meaning. For example, the amount of rain in a desert is a limiting factor for many plant species. Okay, that's using the word limiting factor. It's not the actual definition, but it gives you a sense of what a limiting factor is. You could infer the meaning in that it is something in environment that limits or controls the growth of a species. All right, here are the terms, and you can come back to this or look at the Word document that's going to be posted. And then the last thing, like we did last week, is there will be a short online quiz at the end of the week, and you'll have Friday through Monday, the whole day of Monday, to do that quiz of the next weekend. Okay, so that's it. Have a great week, guys.